أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين. My dear colleagues, welcome all for the session number 2 of the Blackboard usage training for the teaching and learning. Today we have a special guest, the MD of e-learning agency of the RCYCI, Dr. Ali Albar. I request Dr. Ali Albar to have few words in our session today. Dr. Ali Albar, please. Dr. Ali.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Just to confirm that you can hear me, please. Qasim,
we can hear, Doctor. We can hear. Great.
Okay, great. Yeah, good morning, everyone. I would like first to thank you all for attending these workshops and the beginning of the semester. And inshallah, successful, inshallah, semester. In this maybe welcoming message, I would like to announce that Blackboard system will be, inshallah, the official learning management system in Yanbu sector. Maybe many of you know that Jubail started using Blackboard since 3 years, I guess. So they have added in this year they have added many features, many tools to the system, allowing teachers to teach students in maybe virtual environment, which we call it the virtual classrooms. Also, they have added some new tools to assure that teacher can establish a safe environment, especially when they conduct different types of assessments, and we mean here maybe the online exams. We will, inshallah, in this semester distribute handouts. We will, inshallah, also schedule different types of training workshops to make sure that all instructors, inshallah, can use the system effectively and can use all the available tools, inshallah, in the right way. Also, I would like here to thank all the e-learning representatives, and Mr. Qasim is the Yali representative for the e-learning, and I would like to thank him for started the first workshop for the Yali. So inshallah, we schedule also all the workshops to be, inshallah, conducted this week for other institutes and colleges in the sector. We have also a YouTube channel that we have many video clips there and training, maybe resources that you can watch at any time and from everywhere. But we got some feedback that watching maybe long videos will be a little bit boring. But we need your support actually in the beginning. I know that sometimes it's going to be hard for especially for those who are using the Blackboard for the first time. But mashallah, tabarakallah, yani we get used that the English Institute start with the new technologies. I heard that you started using I think MacroHealth and Cengage, with some of your courses maybe 2 years or maybe 3 years ago. So mashallah, you are familiar with the LMS, and I think we can support at any time. We are here to support you, inshallah. But we need in the beginning your support, your collaboration. We need you to help us, inshallah, to start watching, the video clips, reading, the handouts. Also, try to learn. By yourself. Yeah, there are many resources online. But again, we would like to ask us before watching or maybe reading any different resource, because there are different Blackboard versions. So just to make sure that you are reading the right resource. At the end, I would like to thank you all, and also we created, yes, before I forgot, we created a help desk request form that will be inshallah shared with you all. If you have any concern regarding user accounts, user password, updating, the profile information, then you can ask us directly through that form. Or if you have any technical difficulties as well or suggestion, you can contact us through the form. Also, we have a help desk request, or sorry, a help desk email that we can receive also many of your concern. But we prefer the form to unify our maybe channel for receiving the help desk request. You may face some issues in the beginning, to be honest. And I would like here to mention that synchronization between the Blackboard and SIS is still not automatically. We are doing it manually. And this is the policy in Jubail and also with the Learning Solution Management in Riyadh. Today we will have, inshallah, this afternoon, we will have a meeting with them just to make sure that this synchronization will be done automatically. Which means that when you have a list of your students in your courses, you will get the updated list instantly. So you may need to wait for the first week and second week because a student is still adding and dropping some courses in SIS. So we can't see that change or all the changes immediately. So we have to wait like 1, 2, 3, sometimes 3 days, okay, to get the corrected or maybe the updated list in your courses. However, the teachers have the chance to update their list. They can add students, they can drop the students from their courses. But again, we don't want the teacher to get involved in these registration issues. We will, inshallah, do our best this afternoon and try to convince the IT to make, this synchronization, inshallah, automatically by the system. This is what I have right now, and thank you very much for attending these workshops. And as what I mentioned, inshallah, we all are working under one umbrella, and inshallah we will have a successful semester. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ali. Assalamu alaikum. Let's continue. I want to first, in the beginning, I will be giving you some of the topics I can say, which I consider important, which I might have missed. So first we do that, some 2 or 3, items, and then after that we will go to the online lecturing system that collaborate online means that is Blackboard Collaborate Ultra, inshallah. So I'm sharing my screen. Hope you can see my screen with the. So thank you. Now let me get inside the course. Everybody know how to get inside the course. Yesterday we learned about it. I'm entering inside the course. So let me go to the lesson contents. In the lesson contents, yesterday I had created some folders and some items inside the folder. So I will go inside this folder, and there was another folder inside that for the hierarchy and then organization of the content. So I will go inside this module 1 folder, and there are some items inside it. This item is I have given as a lecture 1. I explain you know, how to embed the photos, you know, the text and everything. But now suppose we developed an item, we created an item, but later I finished creating the item as well as I submitted, and then I realized that yeah, I have to make some changes. So how can I do that? That I'm going to explain you right now. So for editing the item which has already been created, what we do in our edit mode, we have to be in the edit mode from the right over here at the top. And in the edit mode, what I do, I go near to that, you know, item, and on the right, near that item on the right, you see over here a downward chevron here. So click onto that. When you click onto that, then it gives you the different options. One of the options is I can delete the item. I can move this item to the other part of the Blackboard course, and I can copy this. You know, you don't need this most of the time, but the most important thing you need is the delete and edit. So if I click onto the edit, then it will take me to the edit mode. You know, it will take me again to the editor, you know, this editor over here. If suppose I see that this editor is too small to view, so then you can go here, you can click this, and you can expand the editor. This way you can expand the editor. So then you can do whatever you like here. Again, you can add the the items, or you can add the content inside. And sometimes what happens, all of you may not see this editor menu like this. It may be collapsed. This is the collapse form. If you see an editor in the collapse form like this, you have to just click over here to expand the the menu of the editor. So after making the changes, after editing this item, I just submit from here. So this way we can edit any item, any folder, any element in the Blackboard. Just we have to hover our mouse near that item. You see the downward chevron, just click onto that, then go to the edit, or if you want to delete it. So this is one way which I wanted to cover, and hopefully everybody understood that. And then another thing over here is very important, because some of the the Arabic teachers were asking about changing the interface language. So the interface language you can change from here at the top to the right. This is not relevant to you, but just wanted to give this information so that you can help, if any query comes to you, to your colleagues who are comfortable with the Arabic interface. So you go over here on the right to the global navigation menu, and just click onto this, and then go down to the settings. Under the settings, we go to the personal information. Under the personal information is, you see here, personalize my settings. You have the edit personal information, change password, which I already covered yesterday, and then you see here personalize my settings. So click onto this, personalize my settings, and then show only courses visited since here, my organization. Yeah, it's not being provided over here. Personalize personal information. It should have been available there. Change password, change personal settings. Let's go inside that. Yeah, please, once again, maybe some of you might have lost. Yeah, so instead of going personalize my settings, go to the change personal settings over here. Set language, calendar, and help text options over here. Just click onto this, and then you can change the options. All of you are familiar from here as you have been doing this in your for your laptops or the PCs to change the language interface. The same way out of here, you can just select and can change it. So this way you can change your face of the Blackboard system, the language interface of the Blackboard system. And one more other thing over here, let me go to the My Institution tab here, My Institution tab, or to the courses. Okay, let me go to the course itself. Courses tab. Let me open the course. I want to show you one important thing over here. That thing is that sometimes the courses are not made available to the students, or we make them not to be available to the students because they are under development and we don't want to release it for the students. So then how we are going to hide the course, make it available or unavailable to the students? For that, this is my course. Go to that respective course and go down at the bottom. Go down at the bottom. At the bottom, you see the control panel. Okay, what is my purpose here in this case? This part, I am going to make my course available to the students or unavailable to the students. The course itself, the whole course itself, not the item, not the folder. I will show you that how we do with the item and the folder, but the course itself I want to make available or unavailable to the students. For that, how can I do that? For that, I go into that respective course. Now already I'm in the course, and then go at the bottom and under the control panel, go down over here, go to the customization, click the customization, and then under the customization, see properties here, click under the properties. Yeah, under the properties, you see here the course name, here, you see this properties, the course name and all that. You don't need to change that. Go down here, set availability. This is important. So make this course available to the users. Yes, if you want to make them available to the user. If the course is still under development, just you can make it no. If suppose you want to make this course available to the students later. So this way we change the availability of the course. Okay, let me repeat again. Submitting this. Okay, let me repeat again how I go. I go into the course. Let me go from the beginning, from the courses. Then I will click onto the course. Now I'm inside the course which I want to make available or unavailable to the students. So in this course, I go down at the bottom. At the bottom, there I see the control panel, course management part, control panel. Under the control panel, I go to the customization and expand the customization. I expanded the customization. Then I click under the properties. I click onto the properties, and then with the properties, I go down under the properties of the course. I go down, and then make the course available or unavailable here. So I hope you're understanding this. I'm trying to make my the page as slow as possible. Now let's see how to make the item available or unavailable. How to make the item available or unavailable. The particular item or particular folder like that. So let me go over here inside the to show that. Let me go to the lesson content. I went inside to the lesson content, and you see here we have this folder. I created this folder, and this folder has many folders inside because of the organization purpose. And then the item. Suppose if I want this folder to hide from the student, the same thing what I do, I go to the folder, near to the folder, and then see here again the chevron. I click onto the chevron here, and then I will go see here. You see, make unavailable. I want to make the students not to see this. I make it unavailable. Suppose it's like this, and then if suppose the students cannot see this. So if suppose I want to make this available to the students, then I will click the same point and make it available. So this we can do with every item. If I go inside the folder, there are the items inside it. Even this item also I can make available or unavailable to the students. I go near to it, I click onto the chevron and then make it unavailable. So this whole item is hidden from the students. If I want to make it available, then I'll click onto the same chevron and then make it available. So this is making the things available and unavailable to the students. And then here is divider, how to create a divider over here. Yesterday I just left purposefully not to show you how to create the divider. And divider generally we create over here for the for organization purpose for the course menu. So now I'll show you how to create a divider for the course menu to organize these contents, these links. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to create a divider here to organize the links in the course menu. So how do I do that? For that purpose, I go on the left over here with the plus sign because I want to make the change in the course menu. So because I want to make the change in the course menu, always we go over here to the plus sign and then I'll go down, down, down. I will take divider here. I will select divider. I click divider. So my divider comes at the bottom. It will be created at the bottom. So let's see. Yeah. This is a divider created here, but I want to bring it up. I want to drag it up. So let me drag it up. I want to put it here so that I can organize it. Let me create one more divider, okay, to make you understand repetition, because there was a request for the repetition so that everybody understood well. So now again I'm showing you how to create the divider for the course menu. I'll go to the course menu here, I click the plus sign, I go down and click divider. So now the divider is created in the bottom. As I told you that everything you create, it will come down here like this. So hover your mouse over here and then drag it to place it at the right place. I place it right. So this is this way you can organize your course menu in a better way. So this is one way of doing this. And then the other thing which I want to emphasize is, suppose me as a student log into the system, Blackboard system, by using my username and password. Then what screen should be the first screen I supposed to see as a student? That the instructor can decide. You as an instructor can decide what the first screen student should see when he logs into the Blackboard system. So how we decide that, how we do that, that we are going to see. So this is we call as an entry point. That means whenever the student using his username and login credentials, whenever he logs into the Blackboard system, he will see first that particular screen, whatever we set for them, and that we call the entry point. Now we are going to see that how to set the entry point. Okay, now setting the entry point is like this. We will go down here at the bottom. Now what we are going to see, I'm going to show you that how we set the entry point. That means that particular entry point will be for the students when he logs into the Blackboard system. Okay, for that purpose, let me go down. Okay, well, let's come to the the course management, the control panel. Let's under this course management, go to the course tools. Let's see here. Yeah, not the course tool. We go to the customization. So we want to set up the entry point. For that, we go to the customization under the control panel, and then we go to the teaching style. Click the teaching style. Customization, the control panel, customization, then teaching style, and then here you see select course entry point. You have other things, mashallah, you can learn on your own, or I can help you later. Advanced things. Just now we are covering the most important things. So here you see the select course entry point. So here now the already selected is announcements, and this is a good thing to select the announcements as the entry point. I will show you how to use the announcements and how to create the announcement along with the quizzes and assignments. Now, So here the announcements is the entry point. If suppose I don't want the announcements to be the entry point, I want the online lectures to be the entry point, then I will select here online lectures as the entry point, then click submit. Then what happens that whenever the student logs in, he will directly presented this screen, means online lectures screen over there. So that's the thing going to happen. We are going to set up the entry point this way. Now let me change back to the announcements here. I click submit. So this is setting the entry point. Language, merging courses, entry point, making course order. Distinguish. Yeah. Now there is one more point I would like to cover here. There were many questions by the faculty members as well. They are, the question is, I will come back again from the course. I went to the courses, the screen, and then I'm inside the course. The question was like this. That we have here so many links here. We have the links here, but how do I know that we have these links? We have already created these links, but how do I identify that this particular link is a content area link or this particular link is a tool link? So distinguishing between the content area link and the tool link. So to identify to distinguish between a content area link or a tool link, we do like this. Let me click onto the content link. If suppose this, I know that I'm sure that this is a content area. So let me click onto this. Let's see what happens. If I click onto the content link, you see this bar, this is very important bar. Build content, assessments, tools, and parent, partner content like this 4. This will be available only in the content area. If it is not a content area, then this will not be available there. Don't see this. So that means definitely it is going to be a tool link, the Blackboard tool link. So now let us experiment. Suppose I click onto the announcements. I know that the announcements is a tool link. I know that. Let's see the difference. So you can identify with the help of this bar, with the help of this menu item. So let me click onto the announcements. I click onto the announcements. Do you see that bar here? No, you don't see the bill content, you don't see the assessments, you don't see partner content and all this. So this is not, means that particular menu is not available here, the bar is not available here. It means it is the tool link. Suppose I want to click the about your instructor. I know that this is my content area. So you see about your instructor, this is a content area because this menu is available there. Okay, let me click course syllabus. I know this is a content area. So you see that is available here, that link. Suppose I go to the online lectures. Online lectures is a tool link. Online lectures, the Blackboard Collaborate Ultra, which we are going to learn today, inshallah, which is very, very helpful, powerful tool. And when I click onto this, you see that it is not a content area. When I click onto this, let's see what happens. So there is such a thing here. You don't see such an what do we call the menu at the bar. So let me go to the student course resources. So when you go to the student course resources, this is the content area because you see this menu. Let us check with the discussion board. I'm checking with the discussion board. I'm clicking on the discussion board. Discussion board is not a content area. So because it's not a content area, you don't see this. I hope all of you understood this. I have given you so many examples. I need your feedback. I hope you are following me. Okay, good. Alhamdulillah. Okay, let us go ahead. Now let us go and learn about a very, very important tool that we call Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. This is the name of the tool inside the Blackboard, which we'll be using to conduct everyday online sessions with our students, as well as we can use that for conducting online meetings with our colleagues also. And I will teach it very slow because there were some suggestions and the request to go very slow yesterday, in the feedback form. So I will try my best to be slow. I will not rush up. I will teach in such a way that you can work very comfortably along with me, inshallah. Okay. Now I will go from the beginning, right from the course level. Everybody knows how to after logging in, how to go to the courses and enter into a particular course. I will start that point. Okay, inshallah. Now, so hope you can see this screen. This is I am in the courses. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to, once again, let me repeat, I'm going to teach you right now how to conduct online sessions using one of the very powerful tool in the Blackboard. So now courses, we go to the courses. You all of you, please go along with me, be on the same page. So the courses, I hope everybody is with me. You please click, you go here, when you log in, you will be in the institution. From here, you go to the courses, and all of you please arrive on this page. And from this page, click onto the course so that you can enter the course. Now you are inside the course. My menu is heading here. My course menu is heading, hiding here. So I will go, here. Then I will make label. So my course menu is here. Okay. I hope everybody is with me. I entered into one of the courses. Now I'm focusing on the course menu here. In this course menu, already, some virtual classroom is there. Already, you have this available with you, made by the administrator. But I want to show you with the scratch. So suppose this is not there. I delete this. I'm assuming this is not there. So I'm deleting this. Deleting menu item. You know how to delete. Yesterday I taught you. So I deleted it. This is not there. The virtual classroom, nothing is there. So I'm going to start it. I'm going to start from the scratch. So I'm in the course. Right now I'm in the course. I want to give my students online lectures. So for that purpose, I come here. I see the course menu. On the course menu, I go on the top left here. I go on the top left, and then I hover my mouse over the plus sign. Then it will give me different options. So among these different options, I'm going to select the tool link. Once again, I'm in the course. In my course, I will go on the left. On the left, onto the course menu. On this course menu, I will hover my mouse on the plus sign. Then I will be provided with the different options. I'm going to select the tool link. I click onto the tool link. When I click onto the tool link, I am provided with this. Add tool link, add tool link dialog box. So I'm provided with this. So in this, don't bother about the name first. Go down here, check this one down, achievements. This is achievement. So just click this drop down menu. Click this button. Click this chevron. So when you click this, then you will be given the different options. Out of these options, select the Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. Select this. Select this. So let me repeat again. I'm canceling this. What I do, I go on my course menu. On the course menu, on the top left, I hover my mouse over the plus sign. Then I will be presented with the different options. Then I will click onto the tool link. When I click onto the tool link, I will be provided with this. And see the the bottom field. Under the bottom field, click here for selecting the items. Then out of this, select Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. Please select, all of you. Please work out along with me. I hope you are on the same page. Select this. And then you have selected the type here of the tool link. And then we give an appropriate name. This is important, later. So whatever the name you want to give, you can give it, which supposed to be self-explanatory to the students also. I'm giving here online lectures like this, online lectures, or online daily lectures, or whatever you want to give, you can give this online lectures. I'm giving this name. And one more thing, first you have selected Blackboard Collaborate Ultra, then you have given here the name, then you please select this able to the users, otherwise this will not be available to users, it will be hidden from the students. So please click this available to the users. Then we have done this part, we click submit. Now this, whatever the course link we created, now it appears down at the bottom. Let me place it in appropriate place. So let me put it here somewhere, online lectures. I drag it over here and then place here. If suppose you don't like the name, you can just change the name also. Just click onto this chevron and then you can rename the link. You know this because we learned already yesterday about this. I hope everybody understood this. I want to see your, the feedback for this part. I hope you are following. So great, so great. So I can move ahead. Thank you, great. So let's move ahead. So we have created a link on the course menu. Now I will go inside that. I will go inside that link. I will click here. I will come here. I will click onto the online lectures. I clicked on the online lectures. So what did I do? I just clicked onto the online lectures. When I click onto the online lectures, it is presented. I am presented with this screen. Are you able to this? Everybody, please involve yourself. Come to that point. Come to the same point. Come on the same page, please. Okay, great. Okay, great. Now everybody is able to, mashallah, see this screen, and they can see my screen as well as they should be working along with me. I hope that you are also having the same screen, the same kind of screen on your laptops as well, on your devices also. So now there are two things here. You have the create session and then the course room. I will explain you the course room later. And later means it is not something which consumes a lot of time. It's just 2 or 3 minutes will be enough to explain you the course room. And right now we focus on the creating the session now. Okay, now we are going to create a session, means a particular class for a particular time. So I click on to create session. I'm clicking on the create session. Please, you also click onto the create session. Let me cancel this. Let me cancel this. I cancel this. I'm in this screen. I'm in this screen. I'm going to create a session. For creating the session, I click onto the create session. So I clicked onto the create session. Then I'm presented with this, the screen over here. With this dialog box, I can say, this on the right side. So now let me cancel again. This I'm going third time. So this is my screen first. I arrive this screen by clicking onto the online lectures, which I created just now. And then I'm in this screen. I'm going to click onto the create session, and I'm presented with this. So here I'm going to give the name for this session. I'm going to give the name for this session, Blackboard session 2 training. You can give your name, please. You give some name there. You are into the, I hope everybody is working with them, with the devices. Give some name, Blackboard session 2 training. And here, event details. We are going to provide the event details over here. While providing the event details, let me tell you a very important thing. If suppose I create a session a particular class, it will be available to all my students who are there, but it will not be available to my colleagues, or it will not be available to whom I want to chat or to whom I want to meet online. So for them, I have to send a link from here. Suppose I want them to join, then I need to send a link from the guest access. How do we do that? Let us see. I click onto the checkbox. So when I click onto the checkbox, it will be creating a link. How to send the link? Then I will explain you. So when you are giving the guest access, then here you have to choose the role of the there are three roles: participant, presenter, or moderator. You can make this guy through this link either a participant or a presenter or a moderator. What is the difference between them? Participant means most of the time the students are the trainees. The presenter means suppose my students, here I am not supposed to say the student because the students will be there in our role. So presenter means I may allow someone to present from their side. Most of you have been using these platforms, Zoom and etc. These things. Moderator means it is me who create this session. I have the control on all of it. If suppose I give the control to somebody, I make somebody else the moderator, then he has the control on me. It's like that. So most of the time, it is better you give it participant here. Later you can change it. I will show you how during the session. So now click the guest access. If suppose I want to involve in the meet, it means I want to meet with my colleagues, or I want to meet somebody from outside, and even this training acting through the guest access. You are all is accessing this system through the guest access. So now we write guest access over here and select the participant, and down below here this is the start date of the session, and then start time and end date and end time. My advice, always you should keep this end time and end date no end, because some we organize something for 1 hour, it may not be sufficient. Or if suppose you want if you are doing this with the students and you have another lecture and all that, then it is better you can put here the end time also. But suppose if you did not put the end time, or end date, then what happens that you can leave the session, some other participants can leave the session, but the session will be open for the others to participate. So whatever the date or the time you mention here, until then the participants can join that session. They can collaborate with each other. So if you want to restrict that not to happen, the student should not join or collaborate after you leave the session, then you put the restrictions over here. Otherwise you can keep it open. Even if you are not there, the other participants to whom you send the link are your students who are already in your role, can continue collaborating with the help of this. So now let us go ahead. If suppose you want to just like we have the lectures, because we have the lectures at the same time every days, days, then you can keep here repeat, and then the repeat will be you can choose open. But right now I'm not making it complicated for you. It's very simple. It's just the selections over here. I don't want to make it complicated, so I just click it uncheck. I click no end, open session, and now the next one is early entry. Just like if suppose some of your participants request you, we want to enter the session 30 minutes before, or 45 minutes before, or 15 minutes before, that will be deciding here. That we'll give here. If suppose we want our participants to enter the session 30 minutes before, we put here 30 minutes. If you want them to enter 15 minutes before, 15 minutes. For students to join the session. So this is one part is over. So this is we call event details. We are putting the event details like this. The guest access, and when we are our students, we don't need the guest access, but for other people we need the guest access. Even we, the colleagues, even we are in the Blackboard, if you want to communicate with each other, we need the guest access. Okay, now, and if suppose at the bottom you have here provide a description. Here you can provide a description about, your what do we call it as the meeting, some description you can give. This is, it is not compulsory, it is optional. It is Blackboard training for Blackboard Collaborate Ultra, like this. So this is this. This is about the event details. You are putting here the event details. Now let us go to the next part. Let us go to this session settings. This was the event details. Here, when we click onto this, we will get the event details, and here the session setting. I click onto the gearbox, there, and this is the session setting on the right, and on the left it is event details. All the event details we have already provided, and this is session setting. Here event details, and this is session setting. Okay, now we finish the event details. Event details we have already finished. I hope everybody understood. Now let me go to the session settings. Now the session setting is, the first thing, default attendee role. I advise it always to be the participant. Later you can change. I will show you how you can change it. Default attendee role should be always kept as participant. About the recording, allow recording downloads. Anonymize chat messages like this. We can allow it for the participants to for the download, recording downloads, and this will be specifically the people who are inside the Blackboard system, just like our students. If it is the guest access, maybe there is no such a option maybe available for them. So now let us go ahead to the moderator permissions. I advise you to leave it blank. Don't leave it unchecked. This also leave it unchecked. Then you can later you can if you see something, you need something, you consider it as important, then you can go with these options as well. Now this is very important over here, participant permissions. Just now, the participant permission, what I do here, I write everything, check in. I write right now, then I will show you the things. Share audio. Share audio means if suppose I keep it unchecked. If I keep it unchecked, then it means I'm muting all the participants permanently. If I keep it checked, then I'm unmuting them. That means the microphone appears in their panel. If I check this, the microphone appears in their panel. They can share their audio. So that means they are not mute. They are not mute permanently. And share video, the same case. If suppose I uncheck this, the share video option will not be available to them in their panel. I will show you that. I will demonstrate after when we go forward, inshallah. So similarly, the post chart messages. If suppose I want to get charts, then I uncheck. If I want them to share the charts with me and other participants, check. Draw on the whiteboard and files. If you want the collaboration, you want to allow the collaboration, then draw on whiteboard and files. We can leave this. And then private chat. These are the advanced things. You can based on the necessity, you can go with this and these three options. Right now I'm keeping it to make your training simple. I'm just keeping that away. You just keep it unchecked, and always you can continue with these three unchecked, and then these are also unchecked over here. So now I'm creating it. I'm clicking onto the create. Mashallah, a session is created now. So the session is created. I cancel this from here, or you can cancel it from here. You can go out of this from here or from here. I went outside. Okay. Now you see here a Blackboard session to training is created at 10:39 a.m. is the the entry time to the session. I made it entry time like this. Why? Because I wanted to demonstrate you how this is going to work. But on this side, you have this session. But on the right side over here, you see the circle. Okay? You click onto this circle. You see the different options here. From here, you can join the session. From here, you can edit the settings. From here, you can view the reports. So you can view the reports of who joined at what time and how much time he spent on the session, and then left and then rejoin. Every record will be there. I will show you that inshallah. And you can delete the session and copy the guest link. You can copy the guest link from here. Just click this. Just click this. You're directly copied. Your guest link is copied. Now it's mentioned there. It's copied. So let me show you again. Now here on the options on the right side, you can join the session, edit the setting. If suppose you click the edit the setting, you can go again inside the same thing, over here. These are the event details. You can change here, and you can click onto the settings. Then you can go to the session settings, and you can make the changes over here. Okay, so this is like this. So this is again, it will take you to the same thing. And yeah, now join session, edit settings. This you can view the reports after the session is over. And if you want to delete, you can delete from here, or copy guest link. I'm copying the guest link because I'm going to demonstrate this. I'm copying the guest link. My guest link is copied. Now it is with my clipboard. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do that is I'm going to start the session here in front of you. Okay. All of you can do this. Before moving forward, I will I'll let you know that are you following or not. Please let me know whether you are following or not. Okay, yes, everyone. Okay, great. Do anybody has any problem? There is Sayyid Kamal Islam. Okay, please keep your questions written there. Inshallah, I will give you the chance to ask your questions and your concerns. I will answer them, inshallah. Some of them no option of copy link. It will be there. Create option is there. Okay, everyone know. What is the meaning of everyone know? Okay, fine. 1 minute, please. Here, 1 minute is here. Okay, let us move forward. Let me finish this part and then inshallah. Yeah. Now here on the right side, you see the different options: join session, edit settings, view reports, delete session, and copy guest link. So I copied the guest link. Now I will, okay, here I copied the guest link. Then what I'm going to do, you don't need to copy the guest link, please. If suppose the guest link is not appearing, you don't need to worry. You just focus. If you are unable to copy the guest link, you don't need to worry. This I'm doing it for you for the demonstration purpose, how the students see, how the participants see. For that purpose, I'm using the copy, the guest copy here. You don't worry. Even without that also, we can go ahead, inshallah. Focus, please. I'm joining in that session which I have created as a participant, or you can consider as a student. I'm joining in that session which I have created as a participant by using the guest link. So now I'm joining that session. Now here you see this screen. this screen, I am as a participant. Okay, don't want to confuse. I'm going to minimize this part now. So now let us focus here. Fine. I sent the link, means by using the guest link, I join as a participant. That's in another tab. You don't need to worry. You don't need to do that. Just focus here. You are in your session. Now what I'm going to do, I'm a teacher, I'm an instructor. I want to go and start my lecture, online lecture to my students. Okay. I already created this session. This session is in my account. And from that account, I want to go and then start online teaching to my students. So then I go here, I click join the session. I click join the session. You also do, please. You can do that. You can do that. Okay. Now, this is the screen. I need your attention, please. This is the screen. When you join, when you click onto the join session, this is the screen. Here you see the name Testing Blackboard Collaborate. This is Testing Blackboard Collaborate. This is not my name. Actually, this is the person who joined this session. I will show you that now here. You see here, it shows the moderator. So actually, I'm using one of my friends' username password to demonstrate this. So the name coming is this appears to the this screen appears to the, what do I call is okay, just 1 minute. Let me use the different tabs so that I can, just give me 1 minute, please. Testing Blackboard. Just 1 minute. Let me use a different tab, a different browser, so that I can perform better for you. Blackboard session. Yeah, please, you please set the time in such a way that it is present time. It is present time, not the future time. If suppose you want to, demonstrate this, you want to join, then you please set up it as a present time. Just 1 minute, please. Hello. Hello, are you on the same page? Are you able to follow? Okay, good. Just I'm setting up the two different screens over here. That's why it is taking some time here. This is Blackboard online session 2. So you're ready. Okay. Moderator here. This is session 2. Now, I hope you can see the screen. There are two screens, dual is here. I'm sorry to take some time over here, so that now you focus on the left screen. Focus on the left screen. This is my screen, moderator screen, and this is the participant screen. Okay. When I join the session, as an instructor, I will see this screen, and the participant will see this screen. Once again, I'm repeating. The left side, this is me, the instructor, the monitor, and the right side is the participant. So this is the participant screen. He sees this screen. I see this screen after I join the session. Hope you are following me. Now let's focus on, because the important thing is not the present, not the participant. The important thing is the moderator, me as an instructor. How can I use my tools? Now let's focus on the left. Just for the time being, forget about the right screen. Focus on the left. On the left, you see this. You have 3 controls here. This one, and this, and then this. You have 3 things. We call this as session menu, and this I call audio and video control, and I call this as collaborate ultra panel. Collaborate ultra panel. Once again, for me as an instructor, when I start a session, when I conduct a session, I will see this, and then this, and then this. Even the participant also sees those 3 things. I will show you the difference. Okay. Now I call this as session settings. I call this as audio and video controls. I call this as control panel, the collaborate panel. So now let me first focus here on this. This is me as an instructor, me as a presenter. I'm clicking onto the session set. This is session menu. I click onto this. When I click onto this, you will see here different things. The first thing you see here is start recording. And these are the relevant, not the relevant. Of course, they will be input for our training. According to our training, this is relevant. I can say all these issues. And if you get the production environment, hopefully they will provide us the connecting with the what do we call the phone as well, and that will appear here. If suppose somebody wants to connect with the phone, that the tab will, the link will be appearing here. So for the time being, because it's not there, so we don't discuss about that. We don't confuse our training. So the most important thing is this: start recording, and at the bottom leave the session. If suppose you want to leave the session, that means if you want to go out of this room, online room, then you click here, leave session. If suppose you want to record what do we call the session, this particular session, you click onto this. Okay, this is 2 things are important over here. If I just click on restart recording, so it shows me here, this session is being recorded. This appears to the participant, as well as it shows it to the moderator, the instructor. So you see on the left over here, session menu. Here it shows you see over here, this is the recording symbol here on the left. Suppose I click onto that session menu, and then I want to stop the recording. I just click it. It's a toggle menu, That's recording has stopped. So this session menu on the left is used for the 2 purposes: recording and leave session for the time being. Okay, and for our purpose, these 2 links are very important. To record the session, this is session menu to record the session, I click onto the start recording, then the recording starts. It will show you, and it will send you the the notification also. Suppose I want to stop the recording, I'll go here, I'll stop the recording, and then if I want to leave this session, I click under the session menu and I leave the session from here. Leaving the session you can do from two places, not three places. This is one. Please focus, all of you focus. I hope you are following. I'm repeating the concept. I'm trying to be slow also. You can leave the session from here at the bottom, or you can leave the session from here also, from this. You can leave the session from here as well. So when I click onto this, when I click onto this, then it will provide me this, and you see the option is here, leave the session. You can leave the session from here as well. Two ways, but I told you three ways. You can leave the session by clicking onto the tab as well, or you click onto this cross button, and then you click cross button, and then you are out of the session. So you can leave the session in three ways, either from session menu, and from here, leave the session from here, and then directly from the tab. Okay. Now it shows you, whenever you start the session, it shows you over here that the session is running. So I hope I covered the session menu. Now let me go here down, the session controls. I don't need to explain about these things, because everybody knows. If suppose you want to share your video, you click onto this. If you want to share your audio, you click onto this. Okay, so everybody knows how to deal with that. But I will be discussing something very important with this after coming back. So after coming back, after covering this part. Now let's concentrate on this. So the collaborate panel. When I click onto the collaborate panel, mashallah, it gives me here three controls: 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is the settings. Settings means whatever the settings I made there, I can make the changes, and those changes, please listen me carefully. This settings is the same settings what I did when I was creating the session. The same settings appears here. If I click, it will provide me the same menu. That means here during our online the meeting, also we can make we can make the changes, and those changes will reflect right away in the real time during the meeting. That's the advantage over here. You don't need to go back and then change the settings. You can change right here, and that will affect right away your online session. Okay, now the second one is here, sharing option. This is the attendees, and then this is the chat. We are going to cover each one by one. Okay, now first I will cover the most important thing. The most important thing is, I can see over here the sharing the content. So let me click the share the content. If I click on share the content here, so here there are, once again, let me go back. So what I'm covering now, this the right panel here, collaborate panel. I click onto this, and then I click onto this, and then here there are four things over here. This is settings. Let me first show you one by one this settings. If I click onto the settings, it will give you the settings. I'm going to cover this thoroughly, inshallah. And if you click onto the share, then it will give another menu, share content. And if I click onto the attendees, it will give me the another menu here. If I click onto the chart, it will give me the chart over here. I can chart something over here, this way, with everyone. So whatever I chart here, it appears over here in for the participant. Now once again, this is setting, this is share. I'm clicking attendees, I'm clicking chart. So the chart, you can see the chart over here. You can chart here, and you can see the attendees, and I'm going to show you what you can do with the attendees over here. And then the share content, and then this is settings. Okay, now let us focus first share content. Now I'm going to focus on the share content first. So here, but before going to this in detail, let me ask your opinion, either everybody is on the track or not. everybody is on the track or not. Let me check. Hope, okay, good, mashallah, good, great. I hope everybody is on the track. So yeah, good. Now, good, nice. So now, go ahead, please. Now let's see here. Now I'll go to here. You can also check in your laptops. I click here, then I have here different options, 1 2 3 4. I will click under the share button, then it will provide me the share options. What are the share options here? Share blank whiteboard, share application or screen. I will use this part to share my desktop, to the students. And share camera, this is the camera, is for camera, or you can use your web camera also for sharing the web camera. The sharing the files, to if you want to share the files, we will use this. And polling, if suppose I want to poll my audience or your participants, then you can use this. Your students, then you can use this. And we are going to discuss one by one in detail. And this is breakout groups. This also we are going to discuss, inshallah, one by one. So this is about sharing the content. And then here, if suppose I want to share my stuff, because that's very important, because most of the time I'll be using this, share my desktop, my desktop screen. So I will click onto the share application screen. This will be sharing the whole of my desktop. Of course, there will be the different options will be given, but it is advisable to share the whole of the desktop. So what once again, from the collaborate panel, I open it, I expand it. I'm clicking onto this button, share, and then I'm going to share application screen. I click onto this, then it will provide me your entire screen, application window, Microsoft Edge tab, and all that. This will give you the tabs option. This will give the application window. This will give the entire screen. Okay, there is not much difference between them. So I want to share the entire screen. So what I do to share the entire screen, which is available, which I can see here, I just click. You're supposed to click here. Otherwise, it will be grayed out. The share button will be grayed out. You're supposed to click onto this, the thing which is there. If suppose there are 2 or 3 things you want to share some other application, if suppose it's like application window, then if suppose you click onto the application window, there are different applications to share. So if you want to share a particular application, then just select that, and then it will be enabled. Then you can share that way. So, but now I want to share the entire screen, which is frequently used by the instructors. So I click your entire screen. I click onto the entire screen here. So then I select this screen and then share. I'm sharing now. I'm as an instructor, I'm sharing now. I'm sharing my screen. Now you see this on the right side. On the right side, it's a participant. It's a participant client. You see that what is happening with him. I'm sharing the screen, so it is appearing there the same way. So you see here, I change here the screen. It is appearing there to the participant, the whole screen. So now once you click the share the screen, and after that, whatever you do, you think like this. Once you put the share screen button, and whatever you do on the desktop, just like you are standing in the classroom and then presenting something, it is the same, like it's the same thing like that. Sharing the screen is like that. Just click on to share the screen, and then do whatever you do on your laptop. Open any application, open what do you call it as Excel sheet, or play the video, YouTube video. Everything appears to the the participant. It appears to the participant. Now the sharing is continuing here. If suppose I want to stop the sharing, then you have the different options for stopping the sharing. That this button you use for stopping the sharing, or this button you use the stopping the sharing. These 2 buttons, this and then this. So I click stop sharing. It's gone. This is a participant, and there is no sharing now because I stopped the sharing. So it's this way we are going to share. I minimize this, I minimize this better. I minimize this and extend this, because every time maybe you may be lost for some time, huh? So I'm not showing you the participant, I'm just showing you myself, the moderator. So now we are here in the collaborate panel. We learned just now how to share the screen. Okay, now let's learn how to share the blank whiteboard. The blank whiteboard. I click onto blank whiteboard. I click onto this. So now I'm sharing the blank whiteboard. If suppose I want to stop the sharing, again we do the same thing. We just click this, stop sharing, or we click onto this, stop sharing. I can stop sharing from here. I just click onto this, stop sharing. So I want to, now I'm sharing my blank whiteboard. I'm sharing that, and now here this button is for selecting. If you want something here, this was used for selecting, and this is a pointer, like this is a pointer tool. So if you are explaining something on the whiteboard, then you can use this pointer. And then this is pencil over here. You can write anything which you like, this. And then this is the shape tool on the whiteboard, like this. If suppose you want to enter any text here, then you can use here. So you can enter the text, and if suppose you want to clear the things, but make sure this clear will clear the whole screen. This button will clear the whole screen. So if I click onto this, it will clear the whole screen. So there is a, whenever we want to clear something on the whiteboard, it will be clearing the whole screen. And then if suppose you want to select any, if suppose you are writing here something and then you want to change the color, you can use and change the color this way. Change the color, and then a different color. So it's like this. This is the sharing of the whiteboard. This appears to the students also. Now I wanted to show you a very important thing here. Let me minimize this. Let me minimize this, and then now this is, you see, this me as a moderator, and this is a participant. You see how the sharing is happening. Now suppose this guy, this participant, writes something here. It is appearing here, mashallah, to the instructor also. So if suppose this guy writes some text here, and it appears to the instructor this side, because it's a collaboration tool, so it appears there. But I don't want this to happen, because some students may create the problem while giving the lecture. I don't want this to happen. Then how are you going to control that? That I am going to explain. How we are going to control that means I go here as an instructor, a moderator. I go inside, I go to the settings, I click on, again, for controlling this not to have somebody is writing on the whiteboard. Sometimes you can allow, sometimes if you don't want, then how to control that? I will go here in the control collaborate panel. I click onto the my settings. Under the my settings, you have these three options here: audio and video settings, you have the notification settings, you have the session settings. So go into the session settings, and then see here this participant permissions. You see the participant permissions. So under the participant permissions, draw on whiteboard and files, this you uncheck. So now you can no longer draw on the whiteboard and the files. So you just click it, close, and then there are no controls here. This participant cannot draw anything. Of course, the moderator can write anything that appears over here, but this participant cannot draw anything over here. This is lost. This is gone here. Participant gone. So this is for the controlling the participant. Okay. So this way we are going to share the whiteboard. Now I'm stopping. Okay. Now I'll show. This is sharing the whiteboard. I stop sharing the whiteboard. Now let me go ahead and then check the other thing. Share sharing the whiteboard, share the application screen, and share the camera. This is a simple thing. You can do it. It's like this. Here, out of this, when you click here, this is a secondary camera generally. Share the camera. When you click onto this, then it will provide you the different options. Microsoft camera. Actually, I'm using the Surface Pro, so that's why it is asking me this Microsoft. So if suppose any camera is connected to your laptop, also this will give you the option to select that camera. So I'm taking the Microsoft rear camera here. So then afterwards it will give you share the camera. So now I'm sharing the camera here. So on this side, me as a moderator, I'm sharing this my rear camera, and then that is appearing to the participant on the right side. This way we can share the camera. Okay. Now sharing the camera and then share the files. Let's go ahead and then check with the sharing the file, how we share the file. So the same, I click share and share the files. Now for sharing the files, we have to add the files first. But here there is a limitation for this. What is the limitation means? You can share only the PowerPoint, image and PDF files here. So let me show you let me demonstrate. Okay, this is, I will try one PDF file, and then I will take a presentation of possible training workshop, schedule, Blackboard training. And then image also, you can do these things, but we don't waste the time on that. You know all this process. I hope all of you know this process. So now it is PowerPoint. You can share with the students, and then this is PDF file. Let us select this file until that uploads. So you will be having, you can already keep the the files uploaded over here. Let me select one of that. I want to share this, so I selected this. I selected this, and then okay, testing. Let's go, because this PowerPoint presentation is already uploaded. So I want to share that. Okay, I'm selecting the PowerPoint presentation. Share now. Now, once you click share now, then it will be loaded over there in the same previous slides. The participant does not see anything right now until now. So now, suppose I click onto the Blackboard, if I click onto the first slide, a double click or something like this, then it appears here. You see, this is my screen. This is my the moderator screen, and you can see here, and this is the participant screen. So now, if I want to change the slide, this is the slide number 1. If I want to change the slide like this, it goes on, in this way. And then you can do, you can, if suppose you want to allow the participant to, or suppose you want to annotate this, you can annotate as well. You can write here, you can enter the text. This way, sharing the file. This way you can share the file. And if you allow, as I have shown you, I blocked, annotation by the for the participant, so it's not appearing. These tools are not appearing over here. Okay. One more thing here. Suppose while presenting, this is very, very important point, my dear. While presenting, if suppose I, expand this, I expand my presentation. If I expand my presentation, it is expanding to me only. It does not appear to the participant. It does not appear to the student. So don't assume that if you expanded over here from your side and it may be the same, may be reflecting with the participant. It doesn't happen in the Blackboard. So what you need to do here in this case, whenever you minimize or expand it, you ask the participant, the student, to expand on the same, ask him, please expand your presentation like this. Otherwise, you cannot control this expansion and the minimizing, of the presentation from your side. The student has to do from his side as well. The participant has to do from his side. As I have shown you again, I'm expanding further, but that expansion is not reflecting here. So I hope I covered this part as well, the sharing the files. I go back again, and then I go back into the, I go back. Okay, now, so this is done, this part is done, and then let's go to the polling, how we do the polling. So before going to the polling, let me, stop sharing. I click this, stop sharing, so it is gone. So let me show you the polling. So just click under the polling. So just, you can get here multiple choice questions. Just ask a question like this, first, question, and then you know this, you can do it. Just the polling, it's the simple thing. I don't want to waste the time for that. And then, breakout groups. This is, very, very important. You can break out the groups for the English language people as well as the mathematics, the inspectors. It's very important, and it's very simple. Once I click onto the, breakout groups, what is important here is, you'll be getting some group 1, group 2, group 3. It's already there in the system. If suppose you want to add some more groups, just click onto the plus sign. If you place sign, then one more group is added here, like this. If suppose you want to add one more group, if you want to divide your class into different groups, group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, or if you want to delete a group, you just click on to delete, then you deleted the groups. Okay, this way you can add and delete the groups. But how you are going to put the students into these groups? That way, how we do that, how we put the students into these groups is, we just, I go to the participant, I click onto these 3 dots, and then once I click onto the 3 dots, then it will provide me the group 3, group 4, group 2. And then what I do, I just, select the group from this, and then this student gone into that particular group. And then afterwards, you can give, the assignment or their work, accordingly. So breakout group will be done this way. It's very, very simple. Just creating the group and then going to the participant and placing the participant into that group. So I hope I covered this, the sharing the content. Before moving to the next part, again, I request you to give me the feedback, please. Alhamdulillah, it will be okay, inshallah. By the time we finish, everything will be okay. Alhamdulillah. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's move. Now, I will again, I will concentrate on the same. I need your attention, please. So I'm going to concentrate, Okay, let me go back and change this here. Now, here, let me see here. I've covered all these things. I've covered the sharing. Now let me cover you the setting again. Settings. This is very important. So if I'm into the settings, here in the settings, it has 3 categories: 1, 2, 3. Now let's focus first on the session settings, because this is very important. So the session settings. I hope you are on the same page. Session settings. Let's cover the session settings first. So again, I'm here in the panel, and then there are three the options. Now I'm focusing on the session settings. And the session settings, I click this session settings button. Then you will see here participant permissions. Suppose I don't want my participant to talk to me, means to talk in the meeting, then, or I don't want them to share their video, then I can control from here, as I have shown you with the help of the draw on whiteboard and files. I just uncheck this. So this is very important, that whatever the change you make right now, that will be reflected in the real time in the session. So now you see that, now you can see the demonstration. See on the right side here, you see this panel. This panel is for video sharing. This panel is for what do we call it as the audio sharing. Suppose I don't want my participant to share the audio with me, to talk to me, this one to talk to me. Then what I can do, I can go here I can just stop, share audio. There is share audio. Just uncheck this. See on the right side. Do you see any more the option for the audio? No. Please focus on the right. This is right is a participant. Here I am a moderator. Left side I am a moderator. Right side is a participant. See the reflection. It affects, it reflects the real time. So if I share the video again, audio again, let's see. Mashallah, you use audio here. The participant can talk to me. If suppose I don't want the participant to talk to me, I just uncheck this, share audio. It is reflected here, real time. Now, let the audio be there. I don't want my participant to share video. I uncheck the video here. I uncheck the video here. So now, video symbol from here. So the participant no more can share his video. So if I want the participant not to chat, then I just uncheck this. Then he cannot chat. You can no longer post any messages. I will show you how. To post the messages, he has to go here, and then here he cannot post the messages. You see here, it is grayed out. You cannot post the message from here. So it's like this. So it is affecting the real time. If suppose I don't want anything to happen, I uncheck everything. If I uncheck everything, then everything gone here. Only the two things are left there. So the change is affecting in the real time. So this is the session setting, and you can do while presenting, while giving the presentation, while you are in the online session, you can do this, and that will be reflected, in the real time. So now I hope I covered this part, the session settings. Now we cover the session settings here. Let me keep everything checked. Share audio check. You see here appearing. Share video check. It will appear here. Post chat message. You can post the chat message and draw on the whiteboard, and then it's like that. So now I hope I cover session settings. Session settings. Now notification settings. There is a notification settings. The second one. Please don't touch it. Just leave it as it is. Let it take care by the Blackboard. I don't want to go inside also. Just leave it like that. Nothing to change there. So now audio and video settings. This is important. This I'm going to cover now. Audio and video settings. When I click it down, when I click it down, this tells me set up your camera and microphone. Okay. Now, what happens here? This is a very important setting. Set up your camera and microphone. Now, you talk about this, which camera is this talking about? This is not the secondary camera. This is the primary camera. The primary camera means this focus on you as a moderator. It is talking about that camera. And what about here? When I go to here in the sharing here, this button, if I click onto this button, there also you see share camera. Here it is talking about the secondary camera. I'm going to demonstrate that. So here it is talking about the second share camera. Whatever the share camera it is telling here, it is the secondary camera, means whatever the cameras you attach to your computer, or it is a maybe multiple cameras there in the laptop itself. It's talking about that another camera, not the primary camera. It's talking about the secondary camera. Here it is talking about the secondary camera under share. But whereas here under the settings, when we go to the audio and video settings, this setup is for the primary camera. Primary camera means it focus on you. So now let me explain you about this. I can do the same settings, this changes, this audio and video settings, I can get this directly. I can get this settings, edit setting options directly from here as well. This one, I'm closing this. I can come to the same point from here also, from here as well. Let me click onto this. Let me click onto this. I can go to the same, settings from here. Let me click onto this and then click onto the name here, because you see the gear symbol here. I click onto this, then you see it took me to the same screen here. I hope you're understanding. We can go from two places. From here, Sayyid, this is, then it is giving me the same, or the other way is from here and then settings. So now we when we talk about this setting up the camera, then we are talking about the primary camera. Let's see now. I click onto this. So what it is asking me, it's very simple, you know, test your audio. I say yes, audio is working, if it is working. And it gives me the Microsoft camera front. Assalamu alaikum. It gives me the Microsoft camera 1, front camera. I don't want the front camera. Suppose I want the back camera. So I click onto this. I'll take the rear camera, and then yes, video is working. So now let's see how it happens. Now, of course, I made the setting here. Audio is working, and I selected the rear camera. Yes, video is working. I put everything, but that should reflect here in the participant. It is not reflecting here. It will reflect here if I open this camera. That change will reflect here if I open this camera. Let me click this, share video. Now you see, I'm this is rear camera. I'm using the rear camera, so it is reflecting here. So I want to change this. I want to this to the front camera, you know. Then again, what I do, I can go from here, or I can go from here. Okay, I'm going from here. Click this one, and then audio and video settings. I click set up your camera. I click onto this. This is audio. Okay, just click OK, and then it was Microsoft camera rear. It was. Now I'm going to select Microsoft camera front. Then yes, video is working. Now let's see here. I set up the front camera, but I did not open it from here. Suppose it to reflect here to my participants, I have to open it from here. Then click share video. You see, it is reflecting, you know, on the right side to the participants. So this way, you know, you can set up the camera. Okay. Now let me stop sharing. Now the thing is that let's do two things now. Now I'm sharing. Now you see, focus on both the sides. This is me as a moderator. This is the participant. On the right side is a participant. Left side is a moderator. Let me show again. I'm clicking onto this video, share video. So I'm sharing my video, my front camera, and it will reflect on the right side to my, you know, participant. So, but now what I'm going to do here is to show you the difference. I will take you to the to session settings, not this audio and video settings. I already said this is the primary camera setting. I minimize this. I will go to the session settings over here, session settings. In this session settings, you know, yeah, audio and video settings in this settings. Where is that? Yeah, no, not the session settings, please. So here, now go to the panel and go here, share content. In the share content also, you see the share camera here on this, which I have shown you means before. Let's click here, share camera. We are playing with these two options here. Let me click share camera, and it is also giving me the option, you know, Microsoft camera rear, Microsoft camera front, Microsoft IR camera front. To see the difference, I select the Microsoft camera rear. Let's see what happens. Share camera. Yeah, great. You see, this is the participant, this is me. So what has become now, the secondary camera, the image from the secondary camera is the main image, and the image from the primary camera has become, you know, a window image, you know, like this. So of course you can maximize this. You can swap between, the cameras, from here. So this way, you can present, two different views to your participants as well. That I mean to show with this. If suppose you don't want to do this, you can skip this part. It's not that important. So I just wanted to cover everything out of this collaborate with all the collaborate features so that you can effectively give the online training. So now I'm stopping sharing for this part, okay? And then, I'm going out this, fine. I hope I covered, this one, the settings I covered, sharing the camera and difference also I covered. Now let's go to the attendees. The next part is, before going to the next part, again, I ask the question, please, are you on the board? Are you on the same page? Okay, great. Great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Now let me go ahead again. I'm using the same menu here, means the same, collaborate panel on the right, and then I will go. I covered these settings. I covered sharing content. Let me go to the attendees. I click onto the attendees, and the attendees here. You can see all the attendees, and over here, when you click onto this circle with the 3 dots, you see some more options. In this more options, you can mute all, from here as well, but this is temporary muting. Okay, so you can mute all, or you can find an attendee. If there are many attendees you want to find with the name, you want to search with the name, then you can find the attendee here. Only these 2 options you can do over here with the attendees. Mute all and find attendees. Some more options, if it is provided by the administrator, we will be having more options as well there. But here in this we see only 2 options, find attendee and mute all. Okay, no problem. Now this is a moderator. I'm working in my friends, the account, so that we have the 2 different views. So that's why the name appearing here is Nair. So now here the participant, this is a participant. So my focus on the participant here as a moderator. I go here, and if you want to send a message to this particular participant, then what you do, you just go and click this, 3 dots, the circle with the 3 dots. There you can send a chat message. It will go to him, or make him a moderator. Never do this. Making the participants moderator. If you suppose you as a team agreed it is okay, but instead you can make him presenter, and most of the time you will be doing this for your students, making them presenter. Whoever you wants them to present for you, and then you don't bother about make captioner and all that. These are the options over here available. You can directly send the chat message, or make a moderator, or make a presenter. Let me show you, demonstrate you how to send a chat message. Let me do this. So testing, I'm sending a chat message, and then you see it appears here on the participant part, because I sent to, it's like that. So then, so I'm in be in the attendees now here. I send the chat message from here, and I can make the moderator to this guy, and I can make him presenter. If suppose, this is a very good feature I'm going to explain you here. Even if you skip that, it's okay, but it's a very good feature. It means the people who want to go in deep, then they will realize that how good is this. Suppose I go to here, I go to the settings, and I go to the session settings, and sessions give participant permissions. These are the participant permissions. I gave the share audio, share video, post chat messages, draw on whiteboard and files. Suppose I disable everything. Then you see everything is disabled. There is nothing for the participant. I'm not giving any privilege to the participant. Okay, this is that. So he doesn't have, he cannot share video, he cannot share audio. It's like that. He cannot chat. These are the options are blocked for him. But during my session, suppose I want to make him, want him to present something. Though I blocked it everything, but I want him to present something. Then how it will how it is going to be done? Let's see here. I go to the panel here, the same panel. I go to the attendees, because we are talking about the attendees. We are talking about the participants. Let me click attendees, and I will go to that particular attendee. I want him to present. Though for all the participants, I disable audio sharing, I disable video sharing, I disable chat, but among them, to one of them or a few of them, I want to make the presenter. Let's see what happens. But before going to here, please focus again on the right. As a participant, what do you see here on the screen? Just you don't have audio, you don't have video here, you cannot chat, isn't it? Nothing is there here. So, but as soon as I make him presenter here, from a moderator, as a moderator, as soon as I make him presenter, I'm making this XYZ participant a presenter. I'm going to make XYZ participant a presenter. As soon as I make him a presenter, I click presenter. As soon as I make him a presenter, you see that these are, mashallah, enabled for him automatically. There is, he can share audio, he can share video, even I saw the message here, he can chat. Okay. Now, after he presented something, but I want to take him back to the present position, the past position. So then again, I click the same, dots and make the participant. Now he's a presenter. I make him the participant, and let's see that what the changes happens here. What reflection, how it reflects over here. Make a participant. I'm making him the participant from here. Make a participant. Gone. All these gone from here. It's like that. So this is, mashallah, now we covered, and you can see all the, along with this, options, you can see all, what do you say, all the attendees list over here. Of course, we can get the attendance list and their activities other place as well, but I'm showing you from here. Now, suppose, let me cover one more thing here, over here. If suppose this over here, about this participant, I want to see about this participant performance, internet and all the performances. So you can check from here, it is their experience is excellent. So it shows me the performance of the participants. I can check their internet, is it going well, everything is going well or not, and it shows me the health of the internet activity of my participants. So this part, this one. Okay, good. Now we covered this, mashallah, this, and then chart. When I click onto the chart, then you will see the chart. You can chat with anybody over here. I don't need to explain this, mashallah. I'm getting so many charts as the answers. So this we close from here. Now we cover this, alhamdulillah. So what else now? Yeah, so this is I hope we covered everything. Once again, let me give a short revision for you. After I launch the session, after I join the session for my students, I see here this screen. Okay, I see this screen. I see this screen, and this is the session menu, and this is the audio video panel, and this is the very, very important panel here. You can go anywhere, you can search, you can serve this among this, you can keep changing, and here you have different options to make the changes, and those changes will reflect in real time. And here you can do the sharing from here, this button, and here you can manage the attendees, and here you can do the chatting. And then let me close this, and from this side, from the session menu on the left, you can start the recording and you can leave the session. For leaving the session, you have three options. You can leave the session from here, you can leave the session from here, or you can leave the session from here, leave the session from here, or you can leave the session by just clicking on the tab here at the top over here at the top, and means the tab, a new tab opens whenever you have a new session. So I hope this part is complete. That means this explanation for this Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. Now the question is, if suppose I'm recording my session, then where that recording will be available, that I'm going to show you. Okay, so I have recorded my all my session, and I want to see that, I want to get that recording. So let's see that, how is that possible. Now I hope you see the screen. No, Can you see the screen? Okay, great, great. Yeah. Now, over here, Blackboard Collaborate Ultra, this I'm inside, inside the courses, inside the courses, and went to there. Again, let me come from the beginning again. I will click onto the courses. I click onto the courses, and then I click onto this particular course. And let me expand my course menu, and then I'm going to the online lectures. Right from the beginning, I'm showing you over here. I'm showing you where to find the recordings. So when you come to this here, in this, where you created the session, you go onto these three lines, the parallel lines over here. Click onto this, and once you click onto this, it will give you the options, different options here, sessions and recordings. Just click onto the recordings. It will provide you the recordings over here. All the recordings will be available, and these recordings you can download from here. You just click here, and then download from here. You can download the record. So this way you can get the recordings. Let me go to the sessions. Yeah, I hope I hope everybody is following me. I hope everybody is following me. I hope every one of you understood. Now, let me give you the floor to you for the questions, different questions. Alhamdulillah. So, let me stop the, okay, let me continue with the questions also. I'm stopping the sharing the screen so that, I can give you the chance. Now I stop the sharing the screen, and please, yeah, I'm 1 minute, please. I'm giving you the chance to talk, inshallah. Share audio. You can share audio. You can talk to me if you have any questions. Ask me the questions, inshallah. Yeah, you can talk to me now if you have any questions, please.
Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Ghassan.
Walaikum assalam.
Just two questions. What about this is to be taken through Blackboard or PeopleSoft? And the other one is, can we get the links for what Dr. Ali Bar mentioned in the beginning, the sessions, the training sessions of YouTube channel, posted on YouTube channel, and how to, what is the link for the help desk?
Yeah, actually, let me tell you about that. I think if suppose you want to go in deep and are you, for teaching and learning purposes, the usage of the Blackboard system, I tried to provide the extensive, instructor self-help. I sent you the file, maybe I will show you that file, this one. Let me share the screen for this. Oh, just 1 minute. Share the screen. Please, here, let me show you this. The self-help, this one, this guide I sent you. And for any kind of issues, related to the Blackboard, I'm not talking about the technical issues. For teaching and learning and for organizing the content, it covers everything. I gave the different views here. This is a quick view over here, and even I provided the documents to go through, so that sometimes the videos will be boring, very very boring. So I provided the quick guides PDF documents as well. Here, this is the quick view of the Blackboard system, and then Blackboard detailed tutorial for instructors. Once you click on a link, then it will take you to that topic, and it is the text. Most of the time it is the text, it is not a video. So this also saves a lot of your time, a different perspective. And then if you don't understand something over here, a particular topic you could not understand here, then I gave you the third view of like this, in the categorization. Everywhere I did the categorization, and here there are the videos, and there is a content as well. Then you can go and then see that particular topic. If you don't understand in one part with one video, or you could not understand with one document, then you can go to the next one or the third one I provided here. And then in the last, in my help tutorial, I provided the Blackboard official instructor help tutorials also. Here all the Blackboard official help tutorials are also present here. And then I also included the workshops given by the Jubail. Maybe if suppose you want to see the the workshops given by the Jubail, the guys, and then if you want to watch them, then you have to go and search in your email, and then you will be consuming your time. For that purpose, to save the time, I provided those workshops over here. Once you click onto this, the workshop opens, and then you can go and refer these video tutorials. I tried my best to make a comprehensive guide. I hope this will help you to a great extent. And in addition to this, they have what do we call it as, from the Jubail itself, there is a they are providing the videos and all that in that form what the Dr. Ali Albar has spoken to you. Inshallah, that link will be sent to you again. They might have already sent, and we are working on a website as well to provide all the information there as well, inshallah. I hope I answered your question.
That's it. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Any other question, please?
Yes, Qasim, I have a question for you, please. Can I take attendance on the Blackboard, or I have to take it manually?
Yeah, actually, what is happening here is we need to understand this in the beginning. This is the reality, that the synchronization is only one way. From SIS to Blackboard, not from Blackboard to SIS. In the beginning, I think maybe in the next semester or the next semester, maybe we will improve on that. But right now, the synchronization is only one way, from SIS to Blackboard, not from Blackboard to SIS. So attendance, yeah, the attendance, if you take in the Blackboard, that is not reflecting in the SIS. So the better thing is that we take the attendance in the SIS for the students. But now the thing is how to identify that, because we are conducting the online classes. So how to identify that who is present, who is not? For that, inshallah, I'm going to show you right now, please. This is a very good question. Let me show you this now. Hanafiya, please, 1 minute. I will come to you, please. 1 minute, please. Now let me clarify this question: how to know that who was present, who was not? Can you see this screen, discussion board screen now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good, great. Now under this, I go to the same where I'm conducting the online lectures. Now I'll go to my collaborate session, online lectures. Yesterday we had a session, by the name Training Session 1, isn't it? I conducted this online session. I want to see who was present, who was not, and what were their activities. I can do that. How? On this session which I've conducted, I'm going to show you that. I'll go onto the right here. This is my circle with 3 dots. I click onto this, and then view reports. I click onto this. Are you following? Are you with me, everybody? Hope.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So I will go to that session which I have conducted. Now this is the present session now. Now this is the running session. So we cannot get it right now. Even the recording and then the what do we call it as the view reports. So let me go to the past session here. I click onto these 3 dots and I'll go to the view reports. I click onto this. Now you see they're mentioning the start time, end time, attendees, the duration they attended, attendance. If you want to go to the view report, we can go. We can get the report of each part. It's like this. All the details are over here, and once it's like that. So every detail. I will because for the confidentiality purpose, I'm not showing you the report here. Okay.
It doesn't
So
show the names, right?
no, it shows the names. I told you just now for the confidentiality purpose, I'm not
Okay.
I'm not showing this. Okay, because many of our esteemed colleagues are with us, so I don't want to show the session timings and all that. So you just click onto view report, and then you can go. You can see the names and every detail. Inshallah, you will not find
All right.
Okay, I hope you followed this. Just here,
Yeah.
we go
It
circle
was
and then click here, and then view reports. Okay. Any other question, please?
How can we share the link with the students? Do we share it on WhatsApp,
Yeah.
for example, or the students
Actually,
log in
very
and
good.
find the link?
Yeah. Let me clarify. Sharing the link to the students, no need. You don't need to share because the students are in your course already there. So if you create a session, it will appear to them directly. It will appear into their what do we call, into their accounts. They just have to go directly and join from their account.
All right. What if I teach 2 sections, for example? Do I have to create a session for each one of them?
Actually, as I told yesterday also, there is a possibility for merging the sections, and making one master section. And whatever the changes you do there, that will be reflecting in all other section. And this is the job of the administrator. And then Rafiq is the administrator. You can send a request to him if you need merging of the sections, and then he will do that, inshallah. And then you'll be working in only one section, and that will be reflected in all other sections.
Sometimes it doesn't work merging the sections because some schedules are teaching, or some teachers are teaching reading and writing, and the other 2 hours are teaching listening and speaking. So
I can
we
understand.
manage
In that way,
together.
in that way, my dear. In that way, what we need to do is we have to have the separate section only, just like what we are doing physically, because there is no other,
All right.
option.
So you mean only one section will be set up on the Blackboard for one teacher?
As I told you, that there is a possibility of the merging also if the options are available to us. If the options are not available, what we are doing physically, we have to do the same way, even online as well.
Okay.
Any other question,
So
please?
I've got the last question. What if a teacher leaves the session? The students leave automatically, or they have to leave manually?
Yeah, for that, you are limiting them. It is up to you. I will explain you that. How can I? Okay, Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. We are in the session now. Let me share the screen. 1 minute, please. Let me finish with him, and then inshallah I will answer all your questions. I'm here, inshallah. Okay, brother, can you see the screen? My screen over here?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I open here the share content over here. So why I came here? What was your question, please?
My question was, if a teacher leaves the session, do the students leave automatically, or they have to leave manually?
Yeah, that's right. That's fair. Okay, good. So now we go to here. When we are creating the session, when we are creating the session, it will give us these options. We go to the settings, and then session settings, And not the session settings actually. This is not here. Okay, it is not here. So now let me show you from here. Now, okay. Now we are here. We created a session. While creating the session, it will give us the option. I will show you here. Now edit settings. While creating the sessions, it will give me the event details. You know, this one, this option. It will give me this option. In this option, what I need to do is I can block the students from here. You know, they will be there in the room only for 1 hour. So I just put the end time here. I just uncheck this. I uncheck this here. No end open session. I just uncheck this and then put the end here. Then not interrupt. Suppose you don't put the end time and the end date, then this session will be open for them. Anybody can enter. Means any one of your students enter. The groups of the students can enter and can do the collaborative work there. You can bind only from here. Have you got my point?
So I have to limit the time of the session from 2.
Yeah. It is up to you if you want to limit. And I think, you know, even if the students will be, you know, there, you know, go and then, you know, do the, you know, their online collaboration, it's not wrong. But maybe it affects the bandwidth, you know, maybe it affects the bandwidth. If everybody lives like that, then maybe the internet issues may be there, maybe or may not be. But if you have any other policy issues, you can block them.
Mr. Qasim, a secondary question arises here. For example, I have this session today and I leave as a teacher the session. This session will remain open to the student throughout, even next week, you mean? Even if I don't block this time?
Even, yeah, my dear. Even next week also, if you don't put the end here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. No end.
So it's permanently open for them. Okay.
Yeah, it is open for them. And let me clarify one more thing. Very good discussion here. The discussion is, you know, here. I wanted to explain you about this course room as well. Huh? This is a session we created. This course room will be always open to the students. It will be always there in the Blackboard system, every course. That means whenever the students like, they can enter there, just like the classroom. It is just like a classroom. It's open always. Huh? So they can enter there and can collaborate. The students can enter and collaborate whenever they want. But as an instructor, if you want to block them, if you want the students not to enter whenever they want, then you can block them. How? So just go here on the right, 3 dots, lock the course room here. You're locking the course room. That means it is like you're locking your classroom. You don't want to allow the students to enter and collaborate over there online. Otherwise, if you don't lock this, it will be always open every time. Even if you create these sessions or do not create these sessions, there will be always one session available, just like your classroom. This is just like your classroom.
I have 2 questions here, Qasim.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Okay, I have 2 questions. You know, we have been using the Moodle for quite some time, and I always remember Muhammad Rafiq has this problem of crashing out all the content or learning content that we have uploaded onto the Moodle.
Yeah.
What about Blackboard? Because when there is a change in the semester,
Inshallah, this is not going to happen. The reason is, you know, it's not going to happen. The reason is this is being managed by the Jubail there. You know, they have the experience and then they might be having the good servers over there. I came to know through our the meetings, you know, e-learning committee meetings, that it's going to be more efficient than what we had the experience for the module. And one more thing is that, you know, the most important thing, maybe I will conduct, you know, another session, maybe, you know, after we complete these sessions, maybe the next week, that where I will show you that how to download your whole course and can upload it, you know. It will be on your desktop as well. So you will not be losing anything, you know. They will enable for that. It is just, you know, 5-10 minute job. That's it.
Good. My second question is related to bandwidth. you know, is there any restriction for each course or each lesson or each teacher to upload the number of videos onto his or her courses?
I hope it should not be. It should not be. Inshallah, I will inquire about this, and then it should not be. And then my advice is, try to use the links, instead of directly embedding the videos, try to use the links, because many links, online content, a lot of content is available. The solution is using the links. But
Okay.
I hope that maybe 100 times more the storage will be provided for us for the Blackboard, inshallah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Mr.
Welcome.
Qasim, one question, which one problem I faced last time, reluctant
Please go ahead.
on video because they were definitely with their families. Is there any possibility that a student can and the teacher can create a virtual background so that the actual environment of the family home doesn't appear and a virtual background comes, the student can easily come on the video? Because they were reluctant being in their family houses, they were asking if they could create a virtual background where only the student can appear.
Actually, such an option, I don't feel at this moment. I cannot say anything for that. We can request them
Okay.
if they could provide such an option, inshallah.
Yeah, because this was a pretext many of students were avoiding to coming online last time in our summer course. So if there's one question. My second question is this one. As you kindly told that we could record and download our sessions. So definitely downloading will later take a lot of space on our computer. Is there possible we can directly from the session, we can upload it on Google Cloud?
Actually, there are the options, inshallah. That I will discuss that in other sessions, inshallah. However, I'm going to conduct the sessions, and all these, these questions, inshallah, I will answer. Any other question? Because
when you were sharing some screen, it was taking some time. I mean, sometime it was taking time when you are sharing our screen.
It is going to be, it is going to be, mashallah, inshallah, faster now. It is faster.
Okay, I do understand. Is there any recommendation for us if we are conducting this session from home? Any kind of bandwidth, the internet connectivity also, because or it will work on every normal internet?
Yeah, it will work on the normal internet because this Blackboard system is more efficient. Efficient.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Because there are some other participants also. They are asking me the questions. So you have to. Okay. This is Nail Barakati.
Yes, yes, Muhammad, I just want to ask if you can send us the recording of today's session.
Inshallah, definitely. Because I'm recording today because I started recording early. I'm sorry for the last session.
Okay, no problem. So that we can review it again and do the tips.
Maybe right away I cannot send because it takes some time. By the time maybe.
Yeah, anytime today, no problem.
1 hour or 1.5 hours. Inshallah. As soon as the things are complete, then inshallah I will send it to you.
Thank you very much, Muhammad.
To all of you, inshallah.
Okay, great job.
Mr. Qasim, if we immediately close the session, for example, the recording will be done automatically, or it takes some time?
Actually, the good practice is there is no immediately closing here. Actually, generally, I've shown you 3 ways of exiting the session, and then it is better to stop the recording, and if it stops in between, there will be definitely the backup. It will be there. It will be there, inshallah. There is a backup system here in the Blackboard.
Okay, thank you.
But the most important thing is that you should start recording that. If you don't start recording, then no recording will be there.
Yeah, it's like Zoom.
Yeah, that's right.
You have to start it, yeah.
Any other questions, please?
Yes, please.
Okay, please. Other guy, huh? What is the question?
How
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Qasim, how to communicate with students? Is going to be through Blackboard or just regular email system that we have in the colleges and institutes?
Now, all the
And
students, this is a good question. All the students are, because I wanted to cover today announcements also, but I was thinking that the time will not be sufficient. Inshallah, I will try to explain you about the announcements, and maybe and send the email in the Blackboard system. Maybe tomorrow, inshallah. Tomorrow is going to be a big session, but however, I will try. If I could not tomorrow, then I will conduct one more session to clarify that. Please, remind me through the email as well. And we have the option, just like announcements, sending the email. And in the beginning, emails, how well they will work now. Once we launch the Blackboard system, we are not sure yet. So don't completely rely on the email of the Blackboard system to notify the student in the beginning, until you test it that everybody is receiving the email. So
yeah, it's true.
until then it is advisable to use the regular email, and then the announcements of the Blackboard system will work every time. So we can make the announcements as the entry point. Whenever the student log into the system, he will see first the announcements. He has to read the announcements. After that only he can go to the other parts. So it's like that, inshallah, if you make the announcement as the entry point. So that's the kind of communication for them. Everything will appear. Suppose I posted a quiz. So along with the quiz, there is an option directly we can, the system itself create an announcement. Just we have to check in that. So the system directly creates an announcement, and that announcement will be presented to the student. It's like that. So it is very feasible.
One more question. I'm sorry, I have to ask one more question, please. As we are talking about the student, do we take for granted that our student would know how to use this system on their part, or are we supposed to give them training?
Actually, this is a good question, and within a short time, it's not possible to conduct them the training, and the instructors themselves can provide. I send some, instructor, a student help guide as well to all the instructors. You can upload that into the Blackboard system, because logging into that is not difficult for them, and then they can go and explore it. And it's not a big issue for them, inshallah. Or you can create an introduction video and put it in the Blackboard system, under the content area, and then that what is the things, these things are available here, these things are available here, like that. Just a half-minute video, and that serves the purpose, inshallah.
Okay, one more question, please, Mr. Qasim. Are we going to be trained on how to conduct the online quizzes and assignments, and are they going to be marked electronically, or is going to be just
next session, inshallah. Next session, you will be explained everything about that. And once we finish that session, you don't have any kind of doubts, inshallah, regarding the exams. Tomorrow, maybe it will be a longer session. Maybe 2 hours may not be sufficient. Maybe 2.5 hours we need. So, but tomorrow we will cover that, inshallah. When we finish the system, you don't have any type of questions, inshallah. No concerns you will be having, inshallah. There won't be any concerns. So here there is a message that maybe it's just an option like Google Classroom. Someone is raising a hand. So someone is raising a hand. Question, there are questions. Kindly go through them. Any questions, please, from anybody else?
Yes, I have a question, dear Qasim, please. I downloaded the application from Play Store of Blackboard, and I logged in maybe 2 months ago, and it kicked me out suddenly a couple of days ago, and I couldn't log back again. Do you know what was the problem?
Yeah, the thing is that they were changing, because they were working on it, the username passwords they were creating. So it's like that. That's why they have provided now the testing environment to practice. And inshallah, by the end of this week or Sunday the next week, you'll be getting your username passwords in the production environment where you can develop your courses.
So I would be able to log into the application back again?
Definitely.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions, please?
For me,
Thank you.
thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. Any other
And
questions?
at the time
Yeah.
when we get this production part, laptop, this BB you are saying, should we at that time delete this one from our system, the one which you are using right now, or can it work
Yeah,
side by side?
yeah.
Is there any clash?
Hope, this will be there, but not
Mr.
for a
Qasim?
longer period of time. That's what I
Hi.
mentioned in the email.
Hello, Mr. Qasim.
Yeah. Hello?
Mr. Qasim.
Okay, please,
Hello.
Hanafiya. Hanafiya is there.
I like to make.
I understand.
I
But
like.
there will be no clash. There will be no clash if we keep them side by side. It's okay. There will be no clash of the program.
There will be no clash, but this thing will not be useful for you because you cannot do anything except the practice because there won't be the students in this testing environment. So the real testing will take place only if there are the students.
Yep.
I like to make a suggestion from your side.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
You see, there is a big difference between students learning on remote learning versus students in the campus hooking on the e-learning platform. There is a big difference. One thing we realized from our past experience, okay, last semester, is this. Many students are haggling to get onto our e-learning platform. In whatever platform that we recently used, I personally and I think other colleagues face a lot of problems because of the concept of remote learning. So probably Blackboard the Blackboard practice in Jubail colleges could share some of their successful stories of how they overcome the challenges of students going on to the remote learning against students going through online learning in the campus by using Blackboard.
Yeah, I do understand. And the thing is that this is just a delivery tool for us. And then this tool is available and there is no option that going back for us. The reason is that we have to go online training. And we are lucky that we are being provided with a top class system, the Blackboard system for the delivery of the content. This is being used throughout the world, millions of students, inside it. And then hundreds of universities, the top universities are using this system, and I have gone through the features of this system, and really, they are maximizing the needs of the remote learning that we can trust. But the policy matters, the policy matters, and this we have to, this is the departmental job, the committee's job, they have to make the policies, the things to be smooth, We are just talking about, the system, the delivery system. I can say this system is the one of the perfect, one of the best among, the LMS systems.
Mr. Qasim, I have one question.
Okay, please.
Actually, I just want to request that better not to delete this, practicing system until we get our username and password, something like that, next week.
Inshallah, it won't happen. It won't happen, inshallah. It will
Okay.
be beyond that, it will remain there beyond that, inshallah.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Any other questions, please?
Thanks, Mr. Qasim.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please feel free to send me an email if there are any issues. So, Assalamu alaikum.